Okay, what's up, YouTube? This is Lions Den, and I'm Wall Nil, and I'm here with Timmy. And today, there's no reaction video really. It's just more of us talking about the Europa League Final, United season, Arsenal season, just our respective teams' football seasons. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Um, Timmy, let's actually get started on the big problem that there is today, the Europa League Final.
Yeah.
Please give us your thoughts.
Look, there is there is no thoughts, just pain. Pain, plain and simple. Uh the club is in a pile of, when you go to a farm and there's a whole pile of cows lined up one by one, and then as soon as you come back an hour later, you just see a pile of shit in
Yeah,
different angles of the field. That is what Man United is.
it's just
Just a
all in.
pile of excretion. Just a whole bunch of, well, let me go to technical basis, right? The club is basically finished. Finished. Simple as that. Emotions aside, the club is dead, is finished. Um, Man
It's like
United is broke.
whatever. It's like whatever Sir Alex had built, all like came down. Like
It is
hasn't
dead.
recovered.
And I would give the owners, the Glazers, I actually give them massive props because for it to be, is it like 12, 13 years to turn a club that was what it was to what it is now, that takes a lot of talent to destroy something. Like I think they should pursue like a field where it includes destroying things because man, they're professionals at destroying like real stuff, like to destroy a club like Man United for what it was in 12 to 13 years. You must be super duper talented. Like it takes a lot to just not care, to just destroy everything. So the club is broken. The result, we made a team that hasn't won in how many years? I felt so sorry. People were like, oh, feel sorry for Bruno. I don't feel sorry. If one watched the match or even watched the last 20 minutes,
Yeah, he didn't really do too much like through the game.
it's like what I saw was a player who's like, I've had enough and I'm leaving. Which for me, if that's and Saudi Arabia is there, maybe one should take the money. Which is sad because Bruno is basically, man, we could be
Carrying.
honestly relegated.
He was carrying this team, bro, like throughout the season. He didn't perform. I know that in the final, right? But like
Yeah,
I'd say he was one of the main people who actually tried this season to keep
he
United up.
did an amazing job. It's unfortunate that he has to be like a sacrificial lamb. He has
Hmm.
to go because the club is broken, man. We've put so many people on leave. As soon as I saw we lost that final, I wasn't even thinking about those players. I was just thinking about, oh, a lot of people that work for Man United are going to see this result and know that in 2 days their job is gone.
No, true.
Because
They're
Radcliffe is gonna come right there and just
Mhm.
be like, "Yep, sorry, we're trying to do even extra cost cutting because yeah, we have no money." 16th place, not even like fifth to get or seventh or even eighth to get some money. Even if we won't end up in Europe, at least get some more Premier League money. No, we're 16th. No trophy. Like, honestly, it's exciting to see where Man United goes from here because it's either we become like Leeds or either we
Oh,
become
uh-huh.
or we just basically keep doing what we're doing now. So the worst. This might not even be the worst.
I it's a lot. It's hard to say because like it's not like at least I mean I'm not a United fan, so I don't know the full specifics as much as you do, right? But like from what I'm seeing, even though they have had like a downward spiral in the past few years, they've still managed to bring it back slightly. So like, because you know how they finished third that one season with Ten Hag. But like, yeah, it's been going up and down really. So I don't know. I don't think they will actually get relegated. But it's more like they're gonna be in the.
Man,
They've lost their touch. They're not gonna be the same United that we saw back in Sir Alex Ferguson days. And like, it's not the
the
same, you know?
it's not even like people can look at Liverpool. Liverpool had a tough time, and now Liverpool is back to, being Liverpool, like how Liverpool was back in the day, back in the day. Us, we have some crazy owners who do not put money in. They take money out. So this the I don't want to say the sky's the limit because the sky is like looking up. Like nah, like you gotta look down. Like we may go even way more down on what the heck this is because we could go sign players, signing Cunha, right? Oh,
Oh yeah.
people are gonna be excited. Oh, ha ha ha. Ha. But man, some players are gonna go. Like I said, Garnacho's going. Bruno may go too. Anthony's going. Why are all these players? McTominay. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I'm so happy for that guy
This is a
because
day after the Serie A title, by the way. So like,
Mhm.
it must be like you know, like a wound. Like it just hurts even more, right? Like I don't know what the saying is, but like it's just
Yeah,
like
so
it's like you're wounded more now that like McTominay left because most of the
mhm.
board thought like he wasn't good enough for United. And now look, he's the MVP of Serie A and he's won the
Yeah,
trophy there.
of the whole league and won a trophy. Like there's just something wrong with United. Like one can't just go and say it's like the whole the atmosphere in that club is a whole pile of shit because there is no way that McTominay goes and then does something like that. Anthony, like come on, man. Like now that for a second, one has to be like, if this guy is going, yes, it's La Liga, oh, it's not physical like the Premier League, but my God, this guy's doing amazing things. I don't even know when the final is when they're
Uh
facing Chelsea. I
Next
don't
Wednesday. So like
like
in 4 days time, 5 days
like
time.
if he now goes and wins that stuff, man, just there's something wrong. There's something wrong, but I've been saying it since I've been saying it since that David Moyes season. After we're just getting losing 3-0, and we got seventh. I'm like, wow, there is something that is absolutely wrong. But there's no point in, okay, we now need to sack this manager. I was like, I think we should make Ten Hag stay. That was my point. Not because I'm like he is the one that's gonna be the Sir Alex Ferguson for United, but no, I was like, my United needs a manager that would be there for at least 5, maybe 6 years and creates an atmosphere that isn't just continuously changing. Because, bro, we have like a manager, 2 to 3 years, boom, the manager's gone. A new manager comes in, has his own way of doing things. Then we try and do things in the way that manager does it. 2 years later, the manager's gone. A new one comes in, has his own different way of doing things. So in a way, I'm like, I'm not, yeah, the players, oh my God, man, they piss me off.
I think
They piss me
sacking
off.
I think sacking Amarim is not the way to go right now because they'll still be back in square one. Like it
Yeah,
won't
so,
be a good. It's
yeah.
just I think it's not really the manager right now because I know he's trying and I can see that. It's just the club as a whole needs a whole restructuring. Do you know what I mean? Like to need like you know. kind of need a restructuring to kind of just get back clean,
Yeah,
like
and
start clean, really.
honestly, the restructure for Man United, I don't think Man United needs to get like the best manager in the whole world. Look at Arne
Hmm.
Slot.
Oh
Did
yeah.
people respect him? Did people think like, oh, he's a great manager? They were just like, haha, they got someone from the Eredivisie, ha 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 ha. And look what he did. Man United, they just need someone who is going to be there for at least 5 to 6 years. My only hope was, I think it should be Ten Hag because, as much as our first season we were third and we won the Carabao Cup and then we were in an FA Cup final, yeah, we lost, but it was like, okay, this is, man, we were so shit the season before, but look, we're getting better. Yes, the next season we now go, was it like eighth place or something? And then we go like we won the FA Cup and then we got to Europa League. But I was like, man, we just need this guy to somehow stay here for at least 5 to 6 years. But unfortunately, he couldn't. And now Ruben Amorim is here, came like halfway in the season. Ten Hag changed the way he plays his football. People were like, "Oh my God, like, whoa, he doesn't have his own philosophy." Da, 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 blah, talking a whole bunch of fucking ass cheeks. I'm sorry, but like, it's true. It's true. And then you have Ruben Amorim who's like, nope, this is my philosophy. This is the way I want to play, and I'm gonna keep playing this way until we get this way right. And people are complaining, oh my gosh, he has to change. He has to accommodate to the players. Like, which side does one want? I do not get some of these fans. If it was up to me, I said it. I wanted Tanaka to stay for at least the next 5 to 6 years. Now we have Ruben Amorim. The only thing that I could say I have faith in him is because he's a young manager. He's what, 40? Yeah, he's 40.
Yeah. Hmm.
Why can't a 40-year-old manager remain at a club for the next 5 to 6 years and create something?
Give him
And I
time.
think some of these players suffer because we keep changing managers.
Hmm.
That's why they go to somewhere, a place that the environment is more stable, which at this point, I feel like any club's environment is more stable than Man United.
Yeah.
Literally. Could
Uh-huh.
go to could even go to to blizzards in freaking in yeah, blizzards in Calgary. You can go put a trash player, but then that player will ball anywhere because the atmosphere is way better at blizzards anywhere but United. So that's why all these players, I feel like they're doing well. They're not bad players. Yeah, maybe one could be like, oh, they could be better, but really are the club atmosphere is so bad. And it's not gonna, and it's now reached rock bottom because now we lost. And yeah, Garnacho's leaving, Bruno might leave, yeah, Rasmus may leave.
Rashford,
And
definitely.
honestly, Rashford, and you see, Rashford, I think is just, I think he's an idiot, but
Why
but
would you say
I,
that?
nah, I really do think he is an idiot because that's your boyhood club. There's certain things he did that no matter whatever goes on in the atmosphere in the changing room, you just don't do that. Like you can't just go and be like, okay, I have a game the next day. Oh, I'm gonna go and get pissed drunk. And then I now go and tell them, oh, sorry, I can't come to the game or come for training because I'm sick. Yeah, you're sick because you're pissed drunk. If you were on the pitch,
Mhm.
you'd be going and trying to score an own goal, thinking that that's where you're supposed to score.
Hmm. I
Like
think it's yeah, I think it definitely is the atmosphere though that makes him like
it's the atmosphere for
not
sure.
that makes him not perform, and like I can see why he kind of decided to go to Villa for on loan as
Yeah,
well. So like,
mm,
but yeah, it's just the atmosphere seems a little, I guess, toxic, and I think a lot of managers have spoken out about it, right, from United, like who have left, like Jose. Um, didn't Ole talk about it slightly as well, and even not Rasmus, Rangnick.
Ragnick
Even
said
he was talked
everything.
about it. Yeah, he exposed, and no one believed him. And
Well, yeah, we terminated his or whatever the heck they did. They didn't like what he said because maybe it was too much into the truth. So the truth hurts. So they kicked him off. They're just we're Man United. I'm not even gonna say we, but that club is freaking man. They're screwed. Really, they're
it is it
screwed.
is going to take a bit of time
And
to recover from this for sure. Like
and I think
maybe.
yeah, like, and I think I already said it. Like, the only thing that I feel sorry for these players on is we've been changing managers so much. I feel sorry for the young players. I feel sorry for Rashford. That's the only thing I feel sorry for him. For everything else, no. But I feel I feel sorry for him because we changed so many managers as it was developing. Like, how can you really develop a player if the manager is there for 2 years, a new one comes in with a different way, tells him to do these things differently, then a new manager comes, tells him to do this differently. It's you're gonna be so drained. So that's where I feel sorry for, if not the like especially the youth players. That's why people like Arsenal, like Arsenal, you guys, Saka.
Mhm.
Imagine, which is funny, like some of these Arsenal fans saying that Arteta should go. Um,
Oh man, I don't agree with that one bit. Like, yeah, okay, it is disheartening and it's like a little frustrating to see that we haven't won a proper trophy since the FA Cup. I guess if you want to count
yeah.
Community Shields, that's okay because that's like Super Cup. I know people won't, and it's fine. Like, it's fine. But I know I'm a little, I guess, pissed off like about how the season turned out. But we do see the progress being done from when he started off, like how much of a shit
hmm
show we were okay, admittedly, I'll be honest, when we finished eighth for the second season in a row and we got out in the semifinals of the Europa League against
Yeah.
Villarreal, I was admittedly saying, fuck, man, I don't know if I need Arteta here. Like, it's just too much to bear. But looking at it now, it's starting to make sense. Yeah, okay, it does still there's still some tiny things we're missing, like strikers and shit, right? But like you kind of need to give him some time, and I think this is something that United should also try to implement. Obviously, like
Yeah.
I just don't think they don't have that patience. They just want like results now, and like it would work, I guess, in what's this Alex Ferguson's time, but like
hmm Yeah.
it's been 10 years. It's
But
been 12 years since he left and it's it's still going the same like
yeah, that's
yeah,
why I
you
would
guys have
feel
won trophies about that, but it's just it's not the same United. You know, you guys should be fighting for the top. And
no.
I'm saying this as an Arsenal fan. Like and grown up with United
Yeah.
convincingly winning the league all my life. And
And
I've respected that.
traumatizing you guys.
Exactly. 8-2? Oh, that was hell on earth for me that day. But I'm saying like it doesn't feel the same, even though you guys may still win like a Carabao Cup, FA Cups. Like even for us,
Yeah.
there's still some improvements to be made. But I can see we have made long strides since we started off since the banter times. You guys seem to be in that hole a lot longer, like right now.
Yeah, and that's why I was about to say that some Man United fans, as much as funny and joking and all that stuff about Arsenal, but we should be jealous of the board that you guys have, because the same way United fans who say get this manager out, Arsenal fans do that too. But the board is like, nope, we're gonna keep this guy here. We're gonna keep this guy here. And I would always say, Man United and Arsenal, forget Chelsea, forget Man City, forget Tottenham, forget any other team. If Man United want to know how to come back, the only team that we can really look at in the Premier League is Arsenal, because you guys hired Wenger for like
20
27.
No, okay,
Yeah, like
23, 22.
oh,
Yeah.
23, 22 years. We had Alex Ferguson for 25 years. So some clubs that have managers that stay for a long time like that, they need to have a manager who might not be the best, but is gonna go and be there for some time, you know? But Man United, we don't do that. We keep thinking that we're the Man United of before, that a manager is gonna come in and it's gonna be like the second coming of Sir Alex Ferguson, and it's just gonna come in there and then just be like, okay, let me close my eyes and do this and that, and then we win the Champions League in like 2 years or in a year. That's some United fans literally believe that, and they look at the players and think like, yeah, we're Man United, we should be winning the Champions League. Yeah, but guess what? Reality should come in your senses, man. Like we're not that team, and it's crazy. I was thinking these things even when Mourinho was there.
I think he
But
brought it
now
up.
that's years ahead, and we went through the Ragnick season when we're just losing left, right, and center, and now we're going through this, and people are still like, "Oh, Man United, we should be winning the Premier League." Forget that. We're not gonna win the We're not gonna win the Premier League in like until maybe the next at least 15 years. I'm being dead serious. We're not winning the Premier League. It's not like Liverpool or you guys or Man City are going to be like, you know what? Let's take a break. Let's let United catch up. No, you guys are going to keep improving. So the thing with Man United is they need to understand that they're fucking screwed. That's step one.
Yeah.
The truth, they need to look at the truth. No, they're fucked. And understand that, well, we need to have a manager that's young. That's why I was happy we got Ruben Amorim because he's a young manager. He won trophies with Sporting. Um,
He
he
did
can
well with
speak
Sporting.
English. He
Yeah.
did really well with Sporting. He can speak English in the best way possible. Because Ten Hag wasn't really like that. Ten Hag couldn't really communicate, but Ruben Amorim it does. So, and he's young. He's 40. Keep this guy for at least 5 to 6 years and let's see what happens. But Man United would not do that, bro. I promise you. Yeah, we'll post this and then we'll look and maybe in the next, in the next, even, bro, we'll look in the next 8, 9 months. Let's see if this guy's still manager.
No, I've heard people say that. Like I think okay, I've seen like a lot of places on TikTok and even on Instagram where people have said they're not gonna let it. Obviously, they still want him to be staying at United for Amorim, but like they said they're only giving him time till Jan, like till January, or else like he has to get moved on. But I don't think that is the right way to look at it
Like,
because it will just you'll start again, and it's like another season write off, really. Like you know what I mean? You need
and I
to like
feel sad
write off
because
another one.
yeah, we got talented players. Arsenal has talented players. United has talented players, youth players, but we keep changing managers. That's why I feel Rashford got messed up. He kept changing. And well, Garnacho at this point is leaving, so I have to exclude him. But I look at Kobe Mainu.
Hmm.
Do we want to just keep changing managers? And then when Kobe Mainoo's now like Rashford, everyone's gonna be like, Kobe Mainoo's trash. He's crap. Like, oh, he don't care about the club. Da 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 da. Oh, keep changing managers. So the best advice for United was to have a look at Arsenal. Oh, Arteta. Oh, they've not won a trophy for this long. But hey, guess what? They keep this guy in there because you guys have to build something. And clearly you guys have built something. Look at
Hmm.
Saka, look at, and you guys get better, you get even better players. Man United can be just that because we got youth players. We just
From
need to
us.
have a man. Yeah, we got a lot of youth players from you guys. But they just need to understand, hey, we need to keep the manager for a while. But that's what I'm saying. I really believe. Well, I can't really say that this is going to happen, but if we were to start the Premier League bad, our next our first 15 games for next season. If we were to start it bad, they'll sack him.
Hmm.
They'll end up sacking him, and then it's like, okay, and United fans will be back on it again. We should go get this manager who
And
is
it'll be back to
free.
the
We
beginning.
should, yeah,
It'll be straight
we
back.
should get Conte. We should try and get Conte. Conte will come and it will still be crap. Matter of fact, Conte might even manage the club for like 3 months, and then we wake up one morning and we'll see that he resigned
He'll
because
probably
he
say
just
the
got,
same thing with what he said about Tottenham. Remember when he was a
yeah.
manager of Tottenham? He'll probably say the same thing, like, this
Exactly.
team is whack. They're not like they're not gonna do well.
That was funny.
But
That
no.
was
And I think this is another thing. Now that you guys don't have Champions League or Europa League football, and it's just the English competitions, you're losing out on a lot of money. And you guys have a stadium coming up. And you just have to get rid of like you have to get rid of the whole squad, really. Not like everyone, but like
That's what I'm saying.
have to just
Garnacho's gone. Bruno's
Mhm.
gotta go. People need to wake the fuck up, clean those tears out of their eyes and understand that we've been so shit that there's no decision. We can't go and then get 100 million from Saudi Arabia and be like, no, because we need Bruno to lead. My guy, like, sorry, he just has to fucking go because we are broke as fuck. All that new stadium shit, I promise you, it's not gonna go the way it did. It's gonna be like GTA 6.
It's gonna take year after year extra.
Yeah, they'll be like, we're gonna get it ready at this time. I promise you. Then they'll say, nope, we're gonna get ready at this time. And it's just gonna keep going.
Mhm.
Next, thing you know, maybe 2040. Then they'll be like, all right, now we have everything sorted. I
Mhm.
promise you, like the club is broke as hell.
I guess my question to you now is how long do you think it would take for United to reach back to their, I guess, glory days?
I
Like,
said it. I've said it. I have to be look at those videos with the Brazilians. Look at those videos with the Brazilians who, well, there's a picture of them when they're like 13 or 10 years old supporting the club, and then they're like now like 92 with like great grandchildren, and then and then they're finally that team they support finally won. That's gonna have to be me. I've accepted it. I'm at peace with it. The next time we're winning, bro, I'm gonna be a grandfather. I'm promise. I'm not even.
this will be the title of the video.
I'm not even joking. Like, I'm gonna be a great grandfather, and hopefully I'll be able to move to at least get off my seat and be like, "Come on, United." Let's see if I even have any energy for that after all the help, because it's gonna be some tough battles to eventually get there.
They'll put you through a lot during
Dude,
that
I'm not
50
even
years.
joking. You say we're not getting relegated. I'm just saying, bro. Just have a look at Leeds United. The way
Oh
Leeds
yeah.
did the stuff they did and the way Leeds United went down is exactly what Man United did, spending stupid ass money anyhow. But Leeds United, of course, oh, they're not as big as Man United. But look at the money we've spent. It's been so crazy. The only way Man United could have been saved, and I mean it, is if we got that per can't remember where was it. Is this from Saudi Arabia or
Oh, the
from
Qatar, the guy.
UAE? Qatar,
Hmm.
yeah, Qatar.
Yeah.
That was the only way because that guy's loaded with freaking money to be like, I want to clear the debt. Clears it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because Sergeant Radcliffe, he's like, oh, I don't have the money, so you're gonna have to lose your job. You're gonna, dude, did you see the reports where we got to the Europa League final and our prize money
Oh,
was
hmm.
like 5.5 million or something, or 5 million, and 3.5 million is going to Chelsea because of Mason
Oh,
Mount's
yeah, I saw
final
that.
clause.
Yeah.
Dude, I've said
That
it
is
like
insane, bro.
people need to understand what happened to Leeds United could really happen to United. That's why I'm like, look, we get relegated. I'm not surprised.
Hmm.
I am
I
not surprised.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. I feel like bad business all around, and I think they're cutting costs in like an unorthodox way. Like I think
You
what you
know?
need to do is like a full reset of the club, like what Arsenal did with like Aubameyang and like who else was
Hmm.
absolute trash and just they had to kind of kick him out. Ozil. I'm not saying Ozil was trash, but it was just more like I guess there were some issues and we had to kind of like offload some players, right? Like just to kind of
Yeah,
free up some money, free up some space, clear off some like money issues that we had.
yeah.
But like that's something you guys have to do. But you guys are not really selling the players, but you're cutting everything else. Like, do you know what I mean? You heard
And
about
we
that,
sell
right?
the
Where
players, yeah. And we
like you
sell
heard
the
about
players for,
the barbecue that they were saying? Like if they had won, they were
yeah,
only going to do a barbecue.
yeah.
They don't give a shit. They just care about like the players and they have to like they're I don't think they're willing to try, I don't think they're trying to reset the whole thing as a whole. Like I
You
don't think
know,
they're trying to do
so
that.
you look at that. That's just imagine what the atmosphere is at the club with things like that. Like I remember, but Garnacho had to go to because of uh was it to the Ballon d'Or or whatever stuff because of his goal of the year
Oh,
for
Pushkash,
his
yeah, that
overhead
one.
kick. And then
Hmm.
they were like, "Oh, nah, sorry, you're gonna have to we're gonna try and fly in the flight with Man City so you can fly with the City
Yeah.
players so we can save money."
I don't know. That seems really unorthodox, like a
Like,
weird way to
imagine
do it.
what the atmosphere is like over there. It's a whole shit show. Like, so, like I said, bro, great grandfather.
Mm,
I'm not even joking. It's gonna be like that to the point that we win the Premier League again.
hmm. I think
We can win Carabao, FA Cup, oh, we're happy. But the Premier League, telling you, man,
even
60
Champions League,
years.
even Champions League, you
Champions
believe
League,
it'll be.
Champions League, maybe add times two to
He's
that.
like, we may not even be alive at that point. Like,
Yeah,
but
dude,
yeah,
I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm being dead
no.
serious.
Okay,
Uh,
I guess since we only have 7 minutes to the end of the podcast, I guess I have a one last question before we sign off. And what's your prediction on where United will finish in the league next year?
17th.
I do remember you saying this one time, like a couple of summers ago. He was basically like saying anything above 16th is a win to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I remember, I remember Dylan. I remember him saying, and I remember telling him, look, I think we'll get 10th, worst 10th or 11th. Dylan was like, bro, you're not, you're joking. You guys are gonna get, you guys are gonna get, he was actually right because he literally said, you guys are gonna get like 16th. And
now
this
get you
was,
guys are there.
when was this? Wasn't that just the be beginning of November or like the end? Yeah, was it beginning of November?
It could be, yeah.
That time that we went to, you know, to the concert. I think that was the
Oh
beginning
yeah,
of
that was yeah.
November.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm.
Bro, so by that time we're like, is it like 14, 15 Premier League games in?
Hmm.
Bro.
Looking back
So
at it, he's right.
16th. What about you for Arsenal?
I'd say top two. Like I obviously want to win the league. Like with
Hmm.
what we've been like close. Like we've been really close for the past few seasons. And from what I'm seeing, even with the draws and even with the injuries that we've had, we still have kind of kept our like we've just kept it. Like we've been doing okay. It's just I think there's still
Hmm.
some pieces missing. So I feel like obviously we would have to win the league in the next year or two because it's been a
Hmm.
little too long. And if we get a striker, I do think we will. But like it's hard to say, bro, because like anything can go
Hmm.
wrong. And you know how the Prem is. You saw what happened with some of the decisions. Like we've lost like not lost, but it's like I think we've lost a few points from winning positions because of like dodgy ass red cards. I know it's not really an
Oh
excuse,
yeah.
but like there will be issues like that where we will get screwed over for absolutely no reason, and I can see that happening.
Mm,
I'm Champions League. It would be good to reach semis, maybe even final this time. Like I'm not trying to be that Arsenal fan where it's like we have to win everything. Like I want to be a little realistic here. It would be good to at least win one trophy next season, and I'll be happy.
hmm
I wouldn't really call it a. It would be slight. I would understand if it is if we don't win anything and it's considered a failure. I would understand it. But me
hmm
personally wouldn't I wouldn't feel like that because I'm kind of I've switched up on how I guess I felt about Arteta, right? So I kind of
Yeah.
I'm I think he is the guy to move us forward. It's just it's gonna take if it takes time to win us like a lot of big trophies, I'd rather
hmm
wait. Do you know what I mean? Like because I can
Yeah.
sense that he might be the guy. But
I think
United,
mm,
for you guys, I'm a little. I think you guys will
ah,
get top
forget
10.
about us. I don't even oh no 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 no.
Am I being too nice there?
It could be like I said, I don't even know. Bruno not gonna be there. Garnacho not gonna be there. A whole bunch of people not gonna be there unless like Ruben Amorim, because he's gonna keep playing the way he's playing. Unless somehow it's just like, wow, like this team has just completely the only reason why that I feel we will definitely do better than what this season is, but um we don't have European football, which is gonna freaking suck. Like watching one United game a week, like gosh, that's disgusting. But we have time to prepare. There is
Yeah,
no excuses.
no
If now
excuses
we
there.
play like crap and we lose, then dude, just I'm telling you, we should just do it like FIFA Ultimate Team. Just go to that section and just click delete club. Delete the club and then create a new save.
Oh man, that's insane. But hey,
Uh,
we'll see how the season pans out, and we'll have to do it. But
all right, guys. That's
yeah.
the end of the whole shit show of Man
I
United.
think we've been
We
talking
will
for like 30 minutes, bro. Like, yeah.
I could talk about this.
For hours.
Oh
For
my
hours,
God.
days, months. Till next time, when we have this podcast, we'll definitely have to dig deep on this. But yeah, I guess yeah, this is a nice way to end it off. And last messages for United, Timmy.
Great grandfather.
Oh man, yeah. In that case, we'll sign off. Peace out, y'all.